Does she like me? Is a question that has been bothering people for hundreds of years. Imagine that you are sitting alone and lost in thought. It's a cloud of doubt, a puzzle wrapped in a mystery, but don't be afraid. Today we start a trip. It's a cloud of doubt, a puzzle wrapped in a mystery, but don't be afraid. Today we start a trip. This is for you, the seeker of truth in the complicated world of human connection. Whether you're navigating the treacherous waters of romantic interest or just looking for clarity in the subtle dance of flirtation, this is your compass. But before we get into the depths of Stoic revelation, let's set the scene. This is you, me, and a quest for understanding. So give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and get ready to go on a journey of self-discovery. Clarity isn't just a virtue, it's a beacon of hope in a world full of uncertainty. Let's start with number 1. Intense eye contact. Isn't it interesting when someone looks at you for a little longer than usual? Eye contact can be a deeply meaningful gesture in human interactions, especially when it comes to potential attraction. Now, from a Stoic point of view, we are taught to observe our impressions and respond to them with reason and detachment. Let us look into this common but interesting phenomenon. If someone likes you, intense eye contact is more than just a passing glance. It's an important nonverbal cue. When a woman is interested in you, her gaze tends to linger on you longer than you might expect. Imagine you're in a room full of people talking and laughing, but her gaze finds its way to you. This deliberate eye contact is a subtle but effective way of communicating, basically her way of flirting without saying a word to Stoics. Realizing this would mean quietly interpreting the cue and acting wisely instead of quickly. Realizing this would mean quietly interpreting the cue and acting wisely instead of quickly. You're reading a book in a cozy cafe when you look up and see someone across the room giving you a serious look. Or at a social event, you notice that she smiles at you over and over again, even though there is a lot of noise and movement. These are not just random events. Eye contact that lasts for a long time has been seen as a sign of love and interest throughout history and across countries. Stoicism says that people have been showing their feelings without words for a very long time. We could see this as an impression or a sign of something important that requires a thoughtful and composed response. If you practice Stoicism, you might approach this interaction calmly, seeing her gaze as an invitation to possibly engage in a deeper connection. As a Stoic, it's important to approach these kinds of situations with clarity and peace, seeing the chance for a meaningful interaction while staying calm. For example, if someone gives you a long, meaningful look, she may be flirting. It's her way of showing interest or maybe a gentle reminder that she wants to get to know you better. These are perfect times to practice thoughtful engagement, seeing the chance in the impression and responding logically instead of emotionally. Second, on a personal level, using the same movement, Stoicism tells us to be aware and deliberate in our interactions so that we can understand the deeper meanings of things that seem easy. For example, if you want to know if someone is attracted to you, watching how they act around you can be very telling. Mirroring is a form of body language in which someone unconsciously copies the movement, speech, or attitude of another person. This is a common sign of rapport and can greatly increase feelings of attraction. It's a powerful form of nonverbal communication that, when used subtly, can show that someone likes you. Let's look at some examples. Imagine you're at a small get-together with friends and you notice that she looks at you and makes eye contact every time you look at her. Or maybe she leans in when you speak, reflecting your posture and interest. Have you ever fixed your hair or put your clothes in order only to see her do the same thing almost right after? Those small nods you give during a conversation are examples of mirroring. It's interesting because it shows both potential attraction and psychological alignment. Stoicism teaches us how important equilibrium is in relationships, and mirroring can be a way for this harmony to show up in our unconscious minds. According to research, the more time two people spend together, the more their habits and behaviors tend to match. This includes matching each other's pace and volume in conversation, as well as using similar words and phrases. This means that they are more compatible and comfortable with each other. Remember that even though opposites may attract, it is often the things we have in common and the things we do that make us feel close to someone. Strengthen relationships by paying attention to these. Small signs. They could be telling you important things about your connections and relationships without you even realizing it. If you see someone doing the same thing as you, it could be the start of a stronger bond or a new friendship. Men especially enjoy compliments from women because it makes them feel good about themselves. It's like getting a verbal pat on the back that says, "Great job." But there's more to it when it comes from someone who might be interested in you romantically. When a woman likes a man, she shows her feelings through compliments. This is more than just being nice. It's a way for her to flirt. She's not just being friendly. She's showing that she likes what she sees and values who you are. Imagine that you just gave a great talk at work, and someone complimented you on your language skills. Or, imagine that you're at a friend's barbecue and someone said, "You make everyone feel so at ease." These compliments aren't just random observations. They show that she likes and respects you. From a Stoic point of view, both giving and getting compliments can be seen as challenges to understand and control our own and others' emotions. Stoicism teaches us not to be swayed by outside affirmations, but to think about them carefully. It reminds us to think about why compliments feel good, and to respond to them with grace and equanimity, understanding the intentions behind them but not letting them cloud our judgment. Compliments do more than just make people feel good. They also help people connect and communicate more deeply. When a woman thanks a man, she shows how much she admires and respects him. She also makes her feelings clear, which can be especially heartwarming and inspiring the next time someone says something nice about you. Best regards. It's important to think about why they said it and what it means, whether it was just a nice moment or something more. Remember that compliments are a great way for people to show their thanks and connect with each other. If someone is interested in you, they will naturally become more curious. This is a common sign that you can easily pick up on. Women are often praised for being smart and interested. When natures are interested in someone, they really get to know them. Their curiosity is how they learn more about the person who has caught their eye. It's not just small talk. It's a meaningful exploration driven by true interest. If a woman starts asking you about your background, your hopes and dreams for the future, or even your day-to-day preferences, she's not just making conversation. She's clearly interested in who you are and what makes you tick. For example, if you're just having coffee with her, and she starts asking about your career goals or your hobbies, or if you're on a group outing and she asks about your family or where you grew up, these aren't random questions. They're deliberate attempts to get to know you better. If she goes a step further and asks if you're single or subtly probes to see if you have someone special in your life, that's even more of a sign that she's interested. This level of questioning is a pretty bold move in the flirting world. Playbook Stoicism. A philosophy that values wisdom and self-control offers an interesting lens through which to view these interactions. It teaches us to observe our reactions to such inquiries with a calm and rational mindset. Understanding why these questions affect us the way they do can help us respond more thoughtfully. Moreover, when she shares her own likes and dislikes in these conversations, she's subtly checking for compatibility, seeing if there's a common ground on which a deeper relationship might be built. Whether or not you catch these hints, they are her way of telling you, "I like you, and I'm interested in seeing where this could go." So if you're in a conversation where the questions delve into deeper personal topics, pause and think about the intention behind them. See it as a sign of genuine interest and maybe the start of something deeper. Whether you decide to open up or not, responding sincerely can lead to a meaningful connection, or at the very least a respectful and enjoyable fiveth exchange, smiles and laughter. From an emotional point of view, knowing how our emotions show up in interactions can tell you a lot about our relationships. For example, a woman's reactions, like smiles and laughing, when she sees that you're interested, can tell you a lot about her feelings. Smiling and laughter are universal signs of joy and comfort when a woman is flirting. These expressions are amplified. You might notice her smile broadening when she makes eye contact with you, a clear signal of her engagement and interest. It's fascinating to observe, because these smiles and the laughter that follows aren't just social courtesies, they're genuine reactions to connection and enjoyment. For instance, think about the last time you shared a light moment with someone. If a woman is attracted to you, her smile won't just be polite, it will be radiant, often accompanied by a blush. This blushing is a natural response to excitement or adrenaline, like what one might feel when experiencing affection or attraction. It's a physical manifestation of her emotional state, an honest and unguarded reaction that Stoicism teaches us to appreciate for its sincerity. Now, humor plays a crucial role. Here, women often appreciate men who can make them laugh. Your sense of humor might not just brighten her day, it could also be a key to her affection. Have you ever told her a simple, maybe even slightly lame joke, and she laughed really hard? That laughter, especially if it seems a bit bigger than the joke called for, is a great sign that she is interested. It means she likes being with you and finds pleasure in your interactions. Beyond just what's being said, so if you tell a joke and she laughs out loud, that's a good sign. It means she likes your humor and, by extension, your presence. To be more stoic, we could see this as a chance to respond with measured joy and appreciation for the connection being made, instead of just flitting excitement. The next time you're talking to someone and you see these happy reactions, remember this. Take a moment to notice and think about expressions. Remember that every impression is a chance to practice virtue, according to the Stoic philosophy. Also, keep in mind that smiles and laughter in response to your actions could be more than just politeness. They could be real signs of attraction and affinity. Having this insight helps you connect with her more deeply and effectively. Sixth, dress to kill. If she likes you, you might notice that she puts more effort into how she looks and chooses clothes that make her feel like she's getting a perfect tan. Men are naturally very visual. According to science, a man can decide in less than a second if he likes a woman, and within 30 seconds if he wants to get to know her better. If a woman wants to get your attention, she will probably choose clothes that show off her best features, like a dress that fits perfectly or a casual outfit of shorts and a tea dress that looks great. It's all about the details, like how her hair falls perfectly and how her clothes look like they were made to fit her figure. These are small but powerful messages. Think about this situation. You're at a party and notice that every time you look away, the person you're talking to changes their hair or outfit. This isn't a coincidence. They're telling you without words that they care about how you see them. This is a type of silent communication that comes from wanting to connect. Stoicism teaches us how to be aware of and manage our reactions to things like this. The way someone acts lets us think about how we feel about them and why we find them attractive. It's not just about how they look. It's also about how they present themselves to the world and to you in particular. When you see someone dressed so beautifully that you can't take your eyes off of them, their actions are more than just pretty to look at. They're also a gentle way to flirt. They're really good at being a lure without saying a word. Seventh, texts in the morning and at night. When a woman sends you texts regularly to start and end her day, it means more than you may think. Even if the texts are simple, like "Good morning, have a great day," or "Good night, sleep well," the fact that they are always sent says a lot. This habit shows love and care by showing that she is thinking of you even during the most normal parts of her day. Let's look at some everyday examples to understand what it means. Imagine starting to date someone and finding that she always starts the day with a happy message and ends it with a soft wish for a good night. Maybe she texts you after a date to make sure you got home safely or asks if you slept well in the morning. These aren't just polite questions. They show that she cares and is interested in you. Stoicism teaches us to pay attention, not just what is said, but also why it is said, and how it shows the person's mood and feelings toward us. These morning and night texts are her subtle way of showing that she cares, is interested, and has you on her mind. They are a sign that she wants to keep in touch with you beyond the times you are physically together. This is a flirty way of flirting that is both gentle and telling. It's her way of incorporating her ideas into your daily life to show that she cares about your well-being and enjoys being a part of your routine. Realizing this can help someone who practices Stoicism react with more thought. It's a call to notice the love that has been shown and think about how you can show care and thoughtfulness in return. So, the next time you get a text in the morning or evening, take a moment to think about what it means. It's more than just a message. It's a small sign that someone cares about you and thinks about you throughout the day. These are great chances to be thankful and kind, which could lead to something wonderful. Number 8. Light teasing. Men and women both like to flirt by casually teasing each other. Although men are more open to letting anyone into their comfort zone, women are more picky about who they let in. If a woman teases you by making fun of something you've done or jokingly challenging you, it means that she feels comfortable around you. This level of comfort is her way of flirting, showing that she is interested in developing a relationship with you. Imagine you are spending time with someone you like. If she tells you a funny and slightly embarrassing story from your past to make you laugh, or if she playfully throws a fake punch at your arm during a conversation, these are not just random acts of play. They are her way of showing her love and creating a space where you can be close and laugh together. Stoicism teaches us to respond with wisdom and calmness. Instead of just taking these times at face value, look at them as chances to strengthen connections. Light teasing can lead to more in-depth conversations. More than just having fun, it's about getting to know each other and building trust. Women also use teasing to get and keep people's attention. For example, she might suggest a crazy idea or an impossible scenario just to see how you react. This kind of small talk keeps the conversation going. Lively, but also checking out your sense of fun and ability to adapt. The next time a woman teases you, don't ignore it. This is her way of showing that she's interested in you and getting to know you well enough to let down her guard. Be open and funny when you answer. Letting the bond grow on its own. This kind of contact not only makes your time together better, but it also sets the stage for a relationship where both of you feel comfortable and loved. The hair flip. You've probably seen women flip their hair back and laugh or casually toss it around while looking at you. These aren't random actions. They're ways for her to show that she likes you. When a woman plays with her hair, whether she flips it, twists it around her finger, or gently brushes it away from her face, it means that she might find you attractive. To help you understand, let's look at some cases. During a casual conversation at a cafe, she may repeatedly flip her hair while looking at you. During a meeting, she may repeatedly pull or rearrange her hair while looking at you. These actions can be very revealing of her body language. Body language experts think that when a woman is attracted to someone, she may unconsciously want to show more of her skin, and moving her hair away from her face and neck is a natural way to do this. The hair flip can also be seen as a form of grooming, which is the desire to present oneself in the best possible light to someone of interest. Grooming is more than just vanity. It is also about signaling. When she changes her hair, especially in a way that emphasizes her features or exposes her neck, it is often an unconscious attempt to get someone's attention. Stoics can practice self-control and logical thinking by paying attention to these signs. Understanding why a hair flip or other similar action makes us feel a certain way helps us react more thoughtfully. It makes us look deeper and figure out why someone is doing it. Are they really interested, or are they just doing it out of habit? This ability to discern can help you understand people and relationships better. For example, if you see someone twirling their hair while you're talking, stop and think about what that could mean. By paying attention to these small cues, we can improve our relationships with others and stay present and connected during conversations. Number 10. Physical touch. If someone likes you, they'll often find ways to touch you. This isn't a coincidence, it's a sign. Touch is a subtle but clear sign that a woman is interested in you. It could be as simple as a light touch on the shoulder or arm during a conversation. It might seem casual, but it's usually a sign that she's comfortable and wants to connect with you. For example, if you're both laughing at a joke and she lightly taps your arm or punches you in the stomach, she's not just flirting. She's acting on deeper psychological instincts. It's not just physical contact that has a big effect on relationships. It's also what that contact means. Touching unlocks things. The hormone oxytocin, which makes people feel more trusting and attached, is often called the bonding hormone. It is a very important part of human bonding, whether it's between parents and babies or between lovers. If you're both reaching for something at the same time, she might accidentally brush against your hand, or if you're sitting down together, she might find a reason to touch your thigh or lean in closer than necessary. These actions can often say more than words, so it's important to look at these interactions with a balanced mind. To be stoic, you have to be able to understand and control your emotional responses. For example, when someone initiates physical contact, it's normal to feel excited or happy if you're interested in them. However, Stoicism tells us to enjoy these moments with a clear head, understanding the meaning behind the touch without letting our emotions cloud our judgment. So the next time you notice these subtle cues, take a moment to think about what they mean. If you're interested, responding with warmth can help build a deeper connection. If you're not interested, handling the situation with kindness and clear communication will respect both your feelings and theirs. Bonus. Extra information. The philosophy of Stoicism and looking into the subtle signs of attraction can teach us a lot about human relationships. But it's important to remember that everyone is different and there's no one way to understand attraction that works for everyone. Here are a few extra things to think about. Even though the signs talked about in this video can be signs of attraction, they should always be understood in the context of the relationship and situation. Things like cultural background, personality differences, and past experiences can all affect how someone shows attraction. It's important to talk to each other, and small signs can give you clues about how someone feels. Healthy relationships depend on being able to talk to each other clearly and openly. If you're not sure about someone's intentions or feelings, don't be afraid to be honest with them. Trust your instincts. While it's helpful to know about the signs of attraction, you should ultimately trust your gut. If something feels off or inconsistent, it's worth looking into further or getting more information. Follow the rules. Not everyone shows attraction in the same way, and some people may not feel safe with certain types of flirting or touching. Always be aware of other people's boundaries and comfort levels and make sure you get their permission before doing anything. Enjoy the trip. Making real connections with other people is a path full of ups and downs, turns and twists. Incorporating these extra insights into your understanding of attraction and relationships can help you handle the complexities of human connection with more compassion and wisdom. Remember to approach every interaction with kindness, empathy, and an appreciation for the beauty of genuine connection as we come to the end of our exploration today. We hope you found our look at the philosophy of Stoicism and the subtle signs that a woman is interested in you both interesting and useful. Remember that approaching relationships with clarity and simplicity, as we talked about today, can help you understand those around you better and stress less. Thank you so much for watching and for your continued support. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any future content. We love hearing from you, so please leave a comment below with your thoughts, experiences, or questions about today's topic. Engaging with your comments is one of the best parts of our job, and we love making content that is relevant to your life and experiences. Also, don't forget to watch the suggested video that's currently showing up on your screen. It's a great follow-up to what we talked about today, and I think you'll find it very insightful. Thank you for spending some time with us today. Your support is greatly valued, and we look forward to showing you more interesting, thought-provoking, and inspiring videos. Next video will be up soon.